next one's gonna tickle some tail feathers, but we're gonna do it. Find out if they have herpes. Straight up ask them, have you ever had an STD? Do you get tested? Do you have herpes? Herpes is running rampant these days. You would be surprised how many people running around out there that don't share that they have that. And why that's important is because of...
Hi, Brandon. Hi, interwebs. My name is Megan, and I have HSV1, aka herpes, aka the big bad fucking boogeyman. So, I very much agree. You should always have a conversation about STDs in general before any sexual encounter. Yet I very much feel like that was not your intention with this due to the negative connotation that you continued to place on herpes specifically over and over and over again as if it were the only STD that exists. Now, is that due to the factual information you know about it, Brandon, or is that due to the negative stigma that has been force-fed into your brain via Hollywood? For instance, did you know that about 67% of the population has herpes? Did you know that there are different types? For instance, there is HSV1, which is oral herpes or cold sores, and then there's HSV2, which is genital herpes. Did you know you can get oral herpes on your genitals, which means you could have never have had sex with that person, yet you can still contract it? Did you know that it is contagious during outbreaks, yet it affects everyone differently? So there are people who can go their entire lives and never have an outbreak. The only way they'd know they have it is due to a blood test. Then there are people like me who can have one singular outbreak, enough to know that they definitively have it, and then never again. And then of course there's people who it affects periodically, but it affects everyone differently. And unfortunately, due to this terrible, gross, negative stigma that has been force-fed into our brains over the decades, people like me, whenever I try to have conversations before any sexual encounter, and I have never not had that conversation with anyone, it makes it incredibly scary and incredibly fucking hard because you never know how people are going to react. I've had productive conversations, but then I've also had people treat me with judgment and be incredibly unkind to the point of making me fucking cry. And not because those people know anything about it, but solely based off of what they understand from Hollywood, that it must be this big, bad, fucking scary thing. I must be a hoe. I must be disgusting in order to have had it. Do you know how judgmental, how fucking unkind that is to make a snap judgment of someone that you know nothing about solely based off of an STD? Do you think that's fair? Abso-fucking-lutely not. So, I would like to open a dialogue about this. I would like to fucking talk about this because I'm sure that everyone else that has herpes is fucking tired of this shit too. So, if you'd like to be here for this, go ahead and follow. If not, that's okay. But please be kind, honestly, because this is really fucking scary. But if you're not, it's okay. I'm used to it. I have herpes.